Hello, this is Iron Head 41. Today's August 28th, something like that. 29th, Saturday. I'm going to do a video today on pickling some jalapenos or canning some jalapenos. You can use jalapenos, serrano peppers, any kind of pepper, or whatever you're getting out of your garden. If you're growing jalapenos or whatever, any kind of hot pepper. Pick my hot peppers, and I'll tell you what, a secret to picking hot peppers off your vines is when you grab that pepper, you should just barely touch it, and it should just want to fall off in your hand. You don't want to tug on it. If you have to pull on it, it's not ready. Let go of it and let it stay there a few more days or another week, and it'll be ready. A jalapeno should just break off right in your hand. I mean, just want to just barely touch it. Matter of fact, if you want to get even better, because sometimes when you pull them, and if you pull one that's not, giving you a little resistance, you can end up pulling the whole limb off. Because sometimes the limbs is finished, it's ready to come off. So sometimes it's best just to take the top of your plant and just shake it. I mean vigorously, and just let them fall off. If they fall off, they're ready to eat, they're mature, and they're probably hot or super hot. What I like to do is I like to put them in a food processor, chop them up really, really fine. I don't know if you can see how fine that is. I like to do everything outside. I don't like to do nothing inside hardly. You see that? I chopped them up really fine. There's red and green jalapenos. I don't like them in big hunks. I put them in a jar. I ain't doing them in quarts. I generally do them in pints, but I'm running out of pints. I'll go ahead and put me about 2 tablespoons of plain salt. I'll put 1 tablespoon if it's a pint, 2 if it's a quart. The salt really preserves it. This stuff lasts forever. I am using white distilled vinegar, old cheap stuff, High Top brand or MDA, whatever brand you want to use. Get some cheap stuff. It's just as good. Vinegar, ain't it? Or is it? I'm going to have to do it. You pour a little bit in. You don't want to pour it too fast, because you're going to end up with too much vinegar in it, and it's going to be really sour. Like I said, I wanted to see how much I poured in there. You want to pour it a little bit, stop. It's right there, halfway. That is just perfect. Now I got just normal tap water right out of the sink. We're on county water. I'll pour that in there. I'll try to. Nice and slow. Right up to the rim. I mean, not the brim, but to the ring, right there. Where the bottom of the ring would be. Whatever you call that. Make sure the top's good and clean, no salt on it. Put lid on it. Good and tight. It's about as tight as I can get with my broke on. Tell you what, healing pretty good, ain't it? Well, that's looking alright. A little crooked. I'm crooked both ways. That'll be alright. I'm going to water bath these 20 minutes. Put them in cold water. Turn the gas on. Fire it up. Wide open. Once it starts to boil, turn the heat down. Just let it boil 20 minutes. Then take them out. Pour your water out. Start you another batch. When you're cutting up your jalapenos, when you wash them, make sure you wash them really good. Cut the stem off of it. Inspect it. And this takes a long process. It took me to do this bowl just slam full, heaping full of jalapenos. It took me an hour. Because I looked at each jalapeno. You see, a jalapeno's got a black spot right there on it. I don't know if you can see it. So therefore, something could have bit this pepper when it was still not hot, climbed in, ate its way in it. Then the pepper healed over, the bug's still in it. I ain't kidding you. When you hit a spot like that, open it up. If you don't see nothing, which I generally just throw them away. I don't even take no chances. If I see a spot, I just throw it in the trash. Plain and simple. I have opened one up, and a daggum worm crawled out of it. Looked like an inch worm. I don't know what kind of worms they are. An inch worm without the inch came out of it. Was still alive. Been in there probably forever. Been in there for weeks. Because the jalapeno had healed itself over. So that means that worm grew up inside there eating hot jalapenos. Like I said, water bath, 20 minutes. Very simple. Like I said, this is already ready. It lasts forever. I've got jars that I'm still eating on from year before last. I keep a jar beside the microwave constantly on the kitchen counter. Because I open it up, get a teaspoon out. You can put it in your chili beans. I mean, it's already done. It's ready. You can eat it just straight out of the jar. You don't have to worry about cooking it, heating it up, nothing, and it'll last forever. Even open, you don't have to go in the refrigerator. Leave it beside the microwave. I was saying, ain't that just beautiful? This jar right here will last me and my wife about a month, maybe 5 weeks. One jar. So I want to can about 12 of these minimum. Will last me and my wife a year. 12 of these minimum. But sometimes I can go through a jar in a couple of weeks if I'm cooking, a lot of gumbo, jambalaya, cooking any kind of Creole food or any kind of Mexican food. We eat a lot of that. Ain't that just simple? Already prepared, already chopped. All you do is just put it right in your beans or chili beans or your chicken noodle soup, or put it in your eggs. When you scramble your eggs in the morning, give it a little bite. Put a teaspoon in your eggs in the frying pan. Put some in your grits. Delicious. Well, that's it, frying head. That's what I do with my peppers.